We are in Iola, Kansas, getting ready to head out to St. Genevieve, Missouri. Is this a rerun? I don't think so, but we're fixing to jump out. We gotta tighten the chain down, and everything looked good last time when we parked, so as long as I don't see any major puddles on the ground, everything ought to be all right. You know something crazy? You know, when you watch Facebook Reels or TikTok or whatever, you're going to get ads through there. And one of the ads that have been popping up every once in a while is I guess it's a depression medicine or something. And watching this ad reminds me why I'm not a big fan of pharmaceuticals. Because this is a medicine that's, you know, they show the video, the person's out happy, you know, doing things normally, being a happy person, I guess you could say. They start reading off the side effects at the end of the commercial. And the side effects are, two of the side effects that I guess you could technically say three, but the two that stood out the most was the fact that may cause death or may cause suicidal tendencies. Well, that's reassuring. I mean, I don't know. Some people depend on it. I've never been a big fan of the pharmaceuticals type stuff. And one of the side effects that kind of stood out to me, another one, was it may cause depression. I know depression's real. I go through it. Just about everybody goes through some sort of depression in their life. But I don't think pharmaceuticals is the real answer. Especially in today's society. We're just, honestly, I think depression is worse now than it's ever been. And I honestly believe people just can't keep up. Our society is so fast that our brains just can't comprehend what's going on. I mean, it's used to, you know, something big happened, you talked about it for months, sometimes years. Now, within 2 to 3 days, what you talking about, Willis? But we're gonna get out, get things ready to go. We need to hit the road. We're running behind. I really don't have a schedule for today, but you know, kind of want to be over there kind of early. It's finally starting to peek up over the horizon. I like sunrises. I enjoy watching the sun come up. I enjoy the sunsets, but sunrises are my absolute favorite. I don't know why. I think sunrises are more beautiful than sunsets. That's just my personal opinion. But I mean, you got the sun coming up, you got the oranges, you got the happy little clouds up there. I'll say it time and time again, Bob Ross couldn't paint a happier picture in the mornings. This is a pure God painting. I'm just gonna say it. That's a pure God painting. Bob Ross can't compare. I'll be glad to get over here. I'm really looking forward to it. Mainly just want to get out of the truck and walk around. I don't know what my deal was last night. You know, a lot of people toss and turn when they sleep. Not me. I'm like a fish out of water. Not all the time, but last night was one of those nights I was like a fish out of water. I mean, I'm sure my wife can vouch for it. There are nights that I just absolutely, you know, I've come completely out of bed when I flip over. Then by coming up out of bed, I mean I'd pop up, roll, and land. It ain't no rolly and all that. It's flop, 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 flop. I woke up this morning, man, I feel like, honestly, I had to take an ibuprofen. My muscles were, I don't know, felt like I've been played a full game of football or something, you know. Legs are tired, my arms are tired. I mean, I ain't super tired. I mean, I could probably used a couple more hours of sleep, don't get me wrong, but then I wake up and like the first thing I see when I'm watching, you know, trying to wake up, I like to wake up, and as I'm waking up, I watch like watching the Facebook reels and stuff. Now I see the, you know, the pharmaceutical medicine commercials for depression and all that, and it makes my brain start wondering, you know, what are in those pills? What are in, you know, there's all sorts of pills that doctors want you to take. And, you know, I had a friend, an older friend here a while back, been a few years, and I was chit-chatting with him. He literally, I mean, he carried like a suitcase full of medicine. And it was like, every time he turned around, he's going back to the doctor and he's prescribing another pill. And it all started with one pill. It was like a blood pressure medicine. And that led to another issue. So they prescribed him a pill for that. And then it was like one issue right after another. And after a while, you know, I told him, it's like one issue right after another. And I told him, I said, why don't you do a reset? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, quit taking the pills. Start from scratch and then start working back. And then he talked to his doctor about it. He's like, oh, no. But after a while, he went to see another doctor, and that doctor was a little less of the pharmaceutical type doctor. He was more into the natural fixing, if you get what I'm saying here. And he pretty much told him, you know, let's get rid of the pills, wean them off to the pills, got down to no pills. The issue came back that originally started with, and they started from there with more natural deals, and he was like down to like what ain't a pill, you know, a pharmaceutical pill. It was like a vitamin or something, or a supplement, and took care of the issue. It's like, you know, these doctors, it seems like all they want to do is push pills, and, you know, I guess they get a kickback. And it's crazy to think, you know, how much money the pharmaceutical industry makes. And I mean, what are they putting in these things, you know, from the get-go? I mean, you take, you know, say one pill, you're okay. Take 2 pills, you're kind of borderline. 3 pills, you're overdosing, you know? What's in these things that causes this? I mean, I don't know. Random thoughts of the morning, you know, just driving through. I mean, I seen a thing the other day where they're, excuse me, I guess I get these mixed up. They use carbon, I can't remember if it's carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Whichever comes out of your exhaust pipe. I can't remember which is which. But they use that in the packaging of meat at these supermarkets and stuff to keep the meat looking fresh. I mean, it's safe doses of poison, according to USDA. What do they got going on here, man? What's going on in the world? You might be wondering, what does any of this has to do with trucking? None of it. I mean, when you drive a truck, especially for long periods of times, it almost becomes like being in prison. You sit there, granted you're driving, you're looking at the scenery, holding the steering wheel, shifting gears, whatever, but your brain can start taking over. You know, it can go about a million different directions. It can go in a positive direction, it can go in a negative direction, it can go in a questionative direction. I don't even know if that's a word. I used it. You know, it can go all over the place. And sometimes your brain just takes over and comes up with the wildest ideas or thoughts or whatever. Just how it goes some days. Hey, Gum, I'm gonna tell you something right now. These bears are out thick today. We hit Creek before I even got on 44, just between, I would say in between Max Creek, well, not quite Max Creek, maybe Hermitage, I think's how you say it. Between there and 44, I counted it 6 bears. And just since I've been on 44, I've seen 2 or 3 in the middle and at least 3 with customers, just on my side with customers. There were a couple over on the other side. You know, it makes you wonder, do they got quotas? Anybody watch my videos work with the State Patrol, and the actual State Patrol, State Trooper, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Anybody watch my video that's an actual State Trooper, tell me, do you guys get quotas? I won't expose you. I won't expose you, I promise you. But you guys do State Troopers, actual fact, do State Troopers have to meet a quota? You know, I don't want opinions. I want an actual fact, you know, from somebody that can say from first-hand experience whether or not State Troopers have to meet a quota. There goes another one going back the other way. They are thick. I ain't gonna lie one bit. I mean, there's a bear cave there. They do CDL test and everything at that location. Crazy, I tell you. Crazy on you. Is it? Oh, crazy on you. Oh. Coming up in the beautiful Rolla and the I-44 construction zone. We ain't staying in that right lane. No, sir. Daggum FedEx. I had one cut me off in Cuba. Just couldn't stay behind me. Look at that idiot. And this idiot's got a, you know, he comes flying out of the driveway, couldn't wait for me to get by him. Just about rear ends has got that. Is that truck bagged or is it just lowered? I'm gonna say that truck's just lowered, but either way, he about hits the S10, about lays it over, trying to get around them. FedEx drivers. You know, like the government, they're out to kill you. They're like legally hired hitmen. I mean, good grief, but look at the way they drive. You don't have to run somebody over with the car yourself. Hire, order a package and have it shipped through FedEx. They'll do it for you. You know, sometimes it still blows my mind to see this not be a chat dump. I mean, spent a lot of time as a kid over here playing on this thing. Probably shouldn't have. That's probably why I'm messed up in the head. But we used to play on this thing. That's all it used to be, kind of flat, kind of had some cavern, or not caverns, but canyons in it. But the chat dump itself used to actually like start right here and mount it up. That's several hundred feet high. And Christmas time was pretty unique because they would always, they had a Christmas tree up on the top. A little, not an actual Christmas tree, but like a little Christmas tree made out of lights, if that makes sense. You'd see that thing for miles. Now, who in the world had an extension cord ran that long? I don't know, because this was really before wireless technology. And I don't think anybody want to climb that thing every day to change out a battery either. So I don't know how in the world they got power up there, but They used to have that big light up there, Christmas tree up there. Maybe one day ain't got nothing going on, I'll drive up here and make a video kind of showing around some of the old mine, you know, the old mine sites and stuff. You know, I don't know. I got a weird fascination with mining. I do. That's why I was working at the mine before I started driving a truck again. I was hoping to get to go underground, but I shut that one out. Of course, naturally, MoDOT's got to be hanging out right here where I need to turn. Luckily, I don't need all that room. I wonder what they've been doing. All the way over to Kansas on 70, I seen a lot of them out there with chainsaws and stuff. That's what they're doing. They're out there with chainsaws cutting down brush. I don't know. Job security. Well, we're going to play Guess the Weight. Coming up on the scale, half tank. Brian said he's been loading a little light. I'm going to go with 78,000. We'll see here in just a second. There, we're on it. 78,820.
I got you, Clint. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Well, there you go.
Looks like I've been selected for a special mission for the day. I got to run down to Perryville. It got warm out. I got to run down to Perryville, pick some stuff up for the in-laws from a meat processor down there, Stoney's, and then run home for the night. And then tomorrow we'll go up to Alton, Illinois, and load some rail parts going to Kansas City. I stopped here at Stoney's and got me a sandwich. I don't remember what kind of sandwich I got here. What did I get? Does it say? It don't say what kind of sandwich I got. I don't remember. I think it's got bacon on it. I think it's the smokestack. That's what it was. The smokestack burger or sandwich. Got chicken, ham. I don't know what all it's got, but give it a shot real quick. Not bad. Not bad. We're gonna at least parking brake to get going here, but we're gonna get going and head on home for the night. See if we can make it around this curve. This is where people kind of struggle at. They don't understand there's a stop line there for them to stop at. They don't understand why there's a stop line there, I don't think. That's so the trucks can turn. There we are. Billy's up here. Misty found her squirrel jumping at the tree. Waiting on, I think it's Roscoe's, that other dog's name. Try not to run over Misty or the neighbor's dog. Scared him. He took his tail and ran. He knows I'm a bad dog. Who's a bad boy? I'm a bad boy. Who's a bad boy? I'm a bad boy. Come on, trailer, go to the direction I'm trying to get you to go. There you go. Who's a bad boy? bad boy. I'm a bad boy. All over the place backing in here. What's wrong with you people? Y'all say I put you behind the wheel of the truck. Y'all need to learn to back up. Hey, go. Well, guys, we are in the lad wag. How much crap can we fit in here? We got 3 tables, 2 10-inch wide tires, a box of decorations. I don't have any beard butter in here. A couple chairs. We got it loaded down pretty good for a car. You know, the 2 tires alone are about the width of a door. So, but thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Be sure you got questions, comments, or concerns, even complaints, leave them down below. So we're gonna go home, get us a shower. I guess we gotta go to a 4-H Christmas party or something. So God bless you all. We'll catch you all tomorrow.